Hello. Uh, so I haven't. This is my hack, Sonic Next Genesis. Um, so the reason I'm making this video is because I haven't been really working on this lately, because part of it's been school and part of it's been just working on other projects. Like I made like my own version of Pong and Game Maker because I want to make my own Game Maker game. Anyway, I've been planning to change up this hack, and I'd like to get some feedback from the community. So I guess I'll just show this off. Anyway, let's get started. So it starts off with the Sega logo and the SSRG thing. The title screen uses both background layers to get a good parallax effect. The code for this, the code for the background deformation engine is by Vladicomper, although I modified it to work with 2 background layers instead of just 1. And so the logo is an object. And the start button, it's able to fade in and out using the Genesis's shadow and highlight mode. So I used the highlight instead of the white, and the shadow instead of the black for the sort of transition frame from, like that. Vladicomper did something similar in his hack called Sonic Winter Adventures, but he does it by just he has a separate object. He sort of does it fake, the object has the background on it and it's animating with the background, and it uses its own palette, so it looks like it's if you remove the background you can still see it behind the thing. That's how Vladicomper does it. Anyway, I guess I'll go into the options right now. I've got 5 characters so far. 4 of them are... no. Sonic and Tails are pretty much the only ones fully implemented. Knuckles is there, but Tails doesn't have so much frames. It's all incomplete. Knuckles didn't have any moves. Silver has some moves, but I want to change some stuff about that. Partner, this is probably one of the few hacks I've ever seen of Sonic 1 that adds a partner. In the last demo, you kind of chose the partner, but it had to change. The partner part had to change depending on the player, so you can have one of the things say none, and that kind of got people confused, because if you choose Sonic as the partner and then you switch characters to Sonic, then you'd expect it to have a different character as a partner, but then it would just have no one as a partner. So I just do numbers. None is of course none, and then 1, 2, 3. In the original game, Sonic 06, you'd have 2 partners, and then the third one for there's one section in the game where you play as Sonic, but you get to switch to Silver for a little bit, so that's where the 3, and I tried to do something like that, so the 1, 2, and 3 is supposed to change depending on if it's Shadow or Silver. I have a lot of stuff that I'm not sure. And then as you can see, it's kind of glitchy. I'm trying to add more slots. But yeah, I have to change the mappings and stuff for more options. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about the option screen, how I'm going to go about this. As you can see, background shifts from Sonic to Silver to Shadow. So yeah, and then there's a sound test. Second. So the music's all ported from other games that use the same sound engine. And I really like this method because it makes the sound really good, and it only takes about like 5 minutes once you get the hang of porting them for each track. Like, unless it's something complicated. There's also level select. It's ported from Sonic 2. It has all the levels in the game. So yeah, I'm planning to add 10 zones. And I was thinking of having each act be like a section, and then you go from section to section. But also, like, the acts might change depending on the character or something. Like, I haven't really thought it through. You know, once I'm gonna... Like, once I start, like, redoing some of this stuff, I'm gonna first make a document with all the changes I want to make, because I haven't really been documenting, like, what I want to change. Like, that just... No, I just, like, never have the inspiration to do that. Should really do that. So bonus stage. This is pretty cool. I made it very Sonic 3 bonus stage style, with all the sprites and stuff. And then I also added some clouds in the background and the foreground, and I think it looks really cool. Although, yeah, and the clouds kind of go up and down. So this is more of a bonus stage. I think I'm gonna... Like, you're supposed to get all the rings, but then as you get more rings, it sort of speeds up, and then there's a thing in the middle, but it traps you if you try to get it. So, yeah, and then there's a glitch where Sonic's sprite just stays like that. It's weird. And that's another glitch. Okay, here's the game. So, Tails following me. They don't interact with objects yet, except for rings. I think I might as well just remove all the objects I'm not going to use, and then for the ones I am, add in the code, and then add in code when I add new objects. So yeah, elemental shields. I don't have the sparks on the bottom. I should really get doing that. The arts. This is the most developed zone art-wise. There's some art ported from Sonic Advance. That's an echo of the dolphin background with Sonic 3 clouds. And then the grass and the rocks are custom. I really like how this turned out, although I guess I need to finish some parts. So yeah, level design comes last, so that's why these are barren levels, like the last thing. Wait, something going wrong while he's running, or is it? Yeah, you know what, I've never seen that glitch before. Probably something that'll go away soon. Like, oh, the background. The background uses like the underwater trick to change the colors midway through the screen. I thought it looks pretty cool. And then it also uses the background deformation from like Azure Lake Zone. And I also got a spinning signpost that looks cool. The mountain in the background uses the same colors as the sand, so that part's different, and the top and the reflection. Yeah, there's sort of a glitch, where like when I have that thing on, okay, let me pause this. When I have the water effect on, like that, like the whole screen goes the color effect when in the middle of loading the next level. And yes, I added level transitions, and how I did that was I made a separate routine from the normal level loading routine for in between acts. And so I just pretty much got rid of like all the unneeded stuff and made it not fade, and then also made it so it teleports some of the objects to the beginning of the level. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah. I just realized that the level design doesn't allow me to show off the wall running, but I made another video like a year ago, and I haven't really changed it since then. Oh, also, I paused that at a good time, since you can see that that shows the name of the song and who composed it and that stuff. So I'll show off the other zones. Yeah, this, I haven't really done the art for this one except for the background. I've done backgrounds for most levels, and I'm really happy with all those. So they're all like ported from other games, but like I mixed up the backgrounds from different games. So the art isn't really added here, and like you can't see it anyway. Since I didn't add any stuff, it's just empty. Next is White Acropolis. Okay. No, I didn't really, most of the art hasn't been worked on that much, except for the backgrounds there. Part of it's not showing up. I need to figure out why. And if you can hear that, that's my cat fighting with the kittens, or one of the kittens. Because she doesn't like them for some reason. So the art for this one is, for White Acropolis, is going to be based off Vice Cap. Crisis City, I have worked on a little bit. I'm going to change the art a lot more, but right now I just have these stones added. And then I'm also going to animate the background. This has the same background problem. And then of course, the deformation I need to work on since I changed it. And there's like a lava bottom part. So yeah, there's a lot I need to do. Oh, before I forget, here's some of the recent stuff I've added. This is something cool. So pretty much my idea of how you get to the special stage is, whoops, it's not supposed to happen. Anyway, you go to a big open field, and then Tails just comes in with his plane, and then you do this. I'm gonna make the sprites a lot smaller so you can make it, this is gonna be more of a shoot 'em up than like what it was originally, like in Sonic 2. Tails just, I should make it so it doesn't have the partner. Yeah. And then I just use the background as the foreground, just so you can tell if you're going up and down. Originally I had like Sonic flying through the air, but I didn't think I could really do much with that, so I changed it. Next zone is Flame Core. I haven't really added any gimmicks, even though there's the background. Yeah, this is just gonna be based off of Lava Reef Zone. I'm trying to like mix the Act 1 and Act 2 artwork, but like it didn't work for like it was kind of hard. Most of the time I just don't feel like doing the art, so it doesn't happen, so I don't add it. I don't work on it because it's kind of tedious. I want to try to do my own pixel art instead of just using it from other games. Like that way it's a lot easier. I think later I'll show off some of art I made. Anyway, Radical Train. Oh, also the background for Flame Core I'm gonna change since it's actually in like mountains, not like the cave sections of it are kind of small, so I might as well just not do anything. Yeah, I guess I pretty much cleared the layout for all these. This is gonna be based off of Quartz Quadrant. The deformation needs to be changed. But yeah, I got that background. I can't believe, like, this is from 3 years of work, and then granted, well, during that 3 years I was sort of developing as a programmer. Here's Tropical Jungle. If you're wondering why the music's like that, well, it has to do with, like, the code for, like, the water. It has to do with the water code. Like, during the horizontal interrupts, there's supposed to be a part that I didn't add. Should change that. Anyway, here's the second most developed art in the game, and I really like how this looks. Especially the background, like it has nice sunset. So yeah. Kingdom Valley. I need to redo the art for this one. I've got this fountain here. Yeah, not much. I should really make like a priority list so I know what to work on first and stuff. And then finally, Aquatic Base. I also worked on the art for some of this. After this is just like test art. Like there's no collision, as you can see. Why did I do that? I like the background here. See the music kind of goes for a bit while you're in the water since of that. Just so you know that the music problem's related to the water, and I just need to fix that. Finally, the special stage. Wait, I already showed you that. I guess I can show off some of the characters. I guess we'll have Shadow. They're different levels, so I have to go on the level. Like, there are different levels at the start of the game depending on the character. So Shadow just doesn't do anything. You can do a spin dash. That's it. Although, I like this animation of him running. Of course I didn't do that, I'm not that good yet. I just found it online. Silver probably has the most changes. So you can do this levitating. It's kind of a placeholder sound effect. And then he's also got this like Echo. Well, it's from Echo the Dolphin, but it's like a thing. And then, of course, he doesn't roll into a ball. Now, one of the problems I made is so he can just go up the ledge like that. Now I realize that was a bad idea. Because that, like, it's just weird, and Sonic's a pretty physics-based game. He just sticks to walls. Like, unless he stops. There's a thing I added pretty early on. Tails is just like Tails in the normal game. Except you can hold the button to fly and he has blue eyes. I like the holding button better than just tapping it, but if you... I think you have to tap it, then there's no difference. And then finally Knuckles. Wait. Oh, it's Red Sonic. Yeah, you can do like a... I didn't get rid of the jump dash when I was like copying his object from Sonic, so he just... And I guess yeah. And then, so he can't glide or climb. And so that's pretty much all the characters. So yeah, kind of realize now that I didn't get a whole lot done in 3 years, but... Wait, is it 3 years? It started in 2014, it's like 3.5 years. Started in November 2014. But I did, like, learn a lot by working on this. And I'm definitely not gonna cancel it. My idea is sort of just changing it, so it's less. I'm not gonna make it based on Sonic 06. I think I'm gonna develop it into my own thing. That way I'm more motivated to work on it. Like, I'm not sticking to arbitrary rules. Like, this is barely based on Sonic 06 anyway. Might as well just make it my own thing. Can't believe I didn't think of that earlier. So that's it. As sort of a bonus, I'm gonna show you another hack I worked on for like a few weeks. I was sort of thinking of making like a number of day challenge. The ideas from this hack, I think, or the ideas that were planned for this hack at least, are what I was gonna sort of add into my own hack. So yeah, there's no objects or animations or anything. It's pretty good. And then Sonic's kind of... What is the difference? Sprite. I like these sprites. They're supposed to... these are more that I found off the internet. So I kind of experimented on if I could make the Ring palette and Sonic's palette the same. Like, use the same palette line, and then sort of use blues for grays. And I like the way it looks. Although I need to change some of the art. Also, I made it so everything is like high priority, and the reason for that is so I can make use of the shadow and highlight mode. So let me go to a different zone so I can show that. So if I go to Starlight, for example, oh, no, okay, let me try, Spring Yard. I also changed some of the sprite. Oh, what? You kidding me? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I tried porting songs from different sound drivers using VGM to MIDI, or VGM to MIDI and then MIDI to SMPS. Although that makes the file sizes huge, and like it doesn't sound very good sometimes. Well, I guess it sounds good enough, but I don't know, kind of weird. Like I think like there's some problem with the instruments where like it only uses some of the instruments or something. Okay. Well, I guess I won't show you that. So that's it. Didn't change much else. I just changed some sprites. Pretty much in that. And remove the objects. Oh yeah, that's why it's making that error, because the objects are removed and it's trying to load them. Okay. So and then I guess the last thing I'll put on the screen is some art. So there's some art that I made for like a forest zone, because I always wanted to start a hack with a forest zone instead of a beach zone. Like that's just, everything starts with a beach zone. There's a lot more to it before, but like I didn't save it. But I should probably develop this. I think the problem is that I'm not disciplined enough. I just do whatever I want, and then when I do whatever I want, a lot of important things end up not being done. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.